Delicious.
Hi, I'm Tom Spellman with Dave Wilson Nursery, and we're here at Laguna Hills Nursery with my old friend Gary Matsuoka and his daughter Leah, Beattie. Guys, how long have you been in business?
All my life,
I know, you've been doing it since you were a kid.
Yeah.
I've known you probably 40 years.
at least.
And Leah, when did you come on board?
I've really started like in middle school.
Yeah.
Getting into plants and helping the customers.
What do you like best here about working at the nursery?
I get to try all the fruits when they're ripe.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, and everyone's happy. They're really excited to see all the fruits and start their own backyard orchard.
So what new varieties do you guys have in now that you're excited about?
We just started the Peachy Keen Peach. We grew that one at our house, and it was really delicious.
That is a good variety.
And
yeah.
Yeah, we got tons of fruit, so it didn't need too much of a winter.
Yeah, and how's your dad to work for?
He's awesome. He's a good boss. He teaches me a lot. He's the best teacher.
Leah, why don't you show me some of the fig varieties that you guys are doing? Can you do that?
Yes. So this is the Panache Tiger Fig. That one, it has the stripes on the trunk and also on the fruits with the really deep red.
Right, and this is one of my favorite varieties. I love the variegation to the wood, and I love the variegated stripe on the fruit. And you know, the unique thing about Panache, but besides the fact that it's delicious, has that deep strawberry red flesh, is when the fruit becomes fully ripe, it kind of loses that variegated green stripe.
Yeah.
So you know, it's easy to tell when the fruit's ripe, and what a delicious selection it is. So your dad was telling me that you guys have about over 30 different varieties of figs.
Yes.
That's a really great selection. I don't know of anybody that carries 30 different selections of figs in Southern California. What's your absolute favorite?
My absolute favorite, it has to be between probably the Sequoia, which is a white fig, very sweet, and then the Burgess Saute Grease is a really dark black fig.
Oh, you know, that one I haven't tried. I've heard of it.
It's delicious. You should definitely try it.
Wonderful. I might have to get a plant from you.
Yeah, I'll make sure my dad saves some.
All right. I see you got a great selection of blueberries.
Yes.
And I can't get over my enthusiasm for blueberries in Southern California. Container adaptability, raised bed area, full sun, part shade, 3 to 4 or even 4.5 months worth of production, spring and early summer, high nutritional and antioxidant value. What a privilege it is to be able to grow so many great southern high bush varieties around here.
Yeah.
And I noticed you guys had Star.
Yeah.
That's an unusual one that you do that you normally don't find in a retail nursery. So what a good looking bunch of plants and great selections.
Yeah, come back in spring and summer and eat some because we had so many this year.
Oh, you can bet I will.
I was eating them every day.
Yeah. And Leah, I couldn't help but notice that you guys have some really nice large-sized goji berries that are full of fruit.
Yes, these are cutting grown. You can grow them from seed, but it's a mystery fruit and you don't know how long it will take to actually start fruiting. But they're very easy from cuttings and they multiply like crazy. So we definitely recommend to grow them in containers if you don't want them to grow wild. They're really good fresh and they dry right on the bush too.
I just love
The
goji.
dry.
That one is exceptionally good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That is delicious. It tastes like a raisin.
It does. A sweet, sweet raisin.
Wow, I really like that variety. What? And so do you have a cultivar name for this variety?
I don't think so.
But it's a selection that you guys found that you decided was better than average?
Yes.
Oh, I definitely agree. Boy, I want to have another one.
Yeah. Like these, they just start to dry right on the bush. I think when they're dried, they're a lot more sweeter. When they're like full and plump, they're still sweet, but they don't have as much flavor. More watery.
I have to tell you, I've eaten a lot of goji berries over the past 5 or 6 years. I think that's got to be about the tastiest one I've ever eaten.
Yay!
Very nice. Good selection.
Super fresh right off the bush.
Well, one of the things that I've always admired about your dad, and I've known him for so many years, is he's always got his eye out for something that's better than the average. So
Yes.
This is just another example of a really good find.
Yep.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
So here we are again at Laguna Hills Nursery with my friend Gary. And Gary has been an advocate of Dave Wilson Nursery for many years and carries a lot of our varieties that are a little more exclusive. Some of our interspecifics, apriums, pluots, things along those lines. Gary, tell me what you like and what's been successful here in Orange County.
Well, for the last 20-25 years, I've loved pluots. Right now, we've noticed in the last few years with the warmer winters we've had lately that the Dapple Supreme has been by far our best producer. Followed by Flavor Grenade, followed by Flavor King. So those three are the three, and we're not positive which one pollinates each other yet, so we tell them either get those three and you should have some good luck, or buy that with a Burgundy Plum.
And you know what's nice about those three varieties in a combination? Successive ripening.
Right.
You know,
At least a month apart.
Dapple Supreme, Flavor King, Flavor Grenade comes in after that. So you've got at least a month and a half to 2 months worth of successive ripening pluots from those three varieties. And if space is an issue, you could actually plant them all together in a close hedgerow or in a multiple planting.
We always recommend that.
Yeah, great, wonderful. So what else is new? What else are you guys doing here?
Well, another big seller for us would certainly be the spicy nectar plums.
Oh, spicy.
That's been a good seller for quite a while now, though. But
yeah, spicy, in my, at least my personal opinion, could be the most important interspecific to be introduced in the last 30 years. It's got everything going for it. It's got ornamental appeal, that beautiful red foliage. It's got that semi-double pink bloom, and the fruit that has long hang time on the tree, at least 30 days hang time. Second to none. Just a big, beautiful white freestone red blush nectarine. It has that little hint of plumminess to it. Just really, really nice variety.
yeah, we just say it's the best nectarine for the area.
No doubt, no doubt. So we're working on some apple video this morning down at the South Coast Research and Extension Center. Show me what you've got in apples.
Sure.
So Gary, I can't tell you how enthused I am with apple growing in Southern California right now. The project in Irvine is working out beyond my wildest dreams. We're getting production on 30 high chill varieties in an area that rarely gets 200 chill hours. And we picked 14 varieties this morning for an apple tasting that we're going to do tomorrow. And I just can't get over how excited I am to have put that project in and followed it along. But I know you've been growing apples in Orange County much longer than I have. Tell me what has done well for you.
Well, one of the first things that happened was back in the 1980s, someone brought us a bag full of Braeburn apples and said, we grew this in Laguna Niguel. And other customers showed me some Fuji's they had grown in Laguna Niguel. And from that point on, we started carrying more and more. And every single one has done well, except for that one.
Yeah.
The Honey Crisp, but...
Yeah, no, I can't say the Honey Crisp. I have it in my project. It's actually fruiting, but I can't say that I would really consider it a Southern California adaptable variety at this point.
Right, they make plenty of fruit, about the size of a big marble.
Exactly. Yeah. Golf
Now,
ball.
one that our customers have fallen in love with is Jonagons, which are from a high chill location, but especially our customers along the coast. They say in Huntington Beach, it's the best apple.
Yeah, we have it in the project. We ate a couple today, and I've loved it. I think it's a fine Orange County coastally adaptable variety that I can go back 30 years when some of the old CRFG members or master gardeners were telling me about all these high chill apple varieties they're growing in Costa Mesa and Newport Beach and up in Malibu and Pacific Palisades. And I used to tell everybody, you know what, I think you got a mislabeled variety. When, in fact, when I went out and looked at trees, they absolutely had the right varieties and were getting good production. So I think people should really consider some of the varieties that they wouldn't have considered before in Orange County. The quality is good, the harvest time, and the flavor is just tremendous. So I can't get any more enthused than I am right now on apples.